Hello, hello. Good morning, good morning. If you're watching this, I'm out to lunch right now already. If you're watching this, please feel free to skip ahead to the content, which is going to be in about 30 seconds. I want to share this out and make sure it gets to some folks. Okay, I think I'm just going to have to do that when it's all done. Okay, so first I want to, there it is. I found what I was looking for right when I was getting ready to start. All right. Okay, I think I'm ready to go now. All right, so first I want to welcome you to the show. My name is Lysandra Everett. I am the Home Biz Tax Lady. I help home business owners win the tax game by keeping more money in your pocket and helping you pay less taxes, okay? That's what I do. All right, I want to share this topic. It actually came up in my Tax Players Club, and I really wanted to make sure that I got this information out there. The question was, do I need to sign my tax returns? So one of the, every day I share a did you know type of tax tip. And today's was, did you know that when you sign your tax returns that you declare under penalty of perjury that everything in your tax return is true and correct to the best of your knowledge? Now, I asked a simple question. How many of you, and you don't have to say here or whatever, but I want you to really think about it. How many of you have signed your tax returns, whether physically or electronically, not completely understanding what is in your tax returns? How many of you have done that? Many of us have done that. When I first started getting my taxes done, when I didn't know what taxes was all about, I went to go get my taxes done. I signed that baby and kept it moving, right? Because the truth is that as professional tax preparers, the public trusts us to do the right thing, to they entrust their tax lives. They entrust their tax lives to us to do the right thing and make sure they get the money back that they are entitled to legally, okay? But what happens is that every now and again you get unscrupulous tax preparers. These are people that promise you large tax refunds, and then what they do is they file fraudulent returns. What is fraudulent returns? They file a Schedule C, which is claiming a home business that you actually don't have. They do things to make you earn different tax credits that you do not deserve. You being the taxpayer, you don't know. All you know is that this tax person has said to you, hey, I'm going to get you this large refund, and you get a large refund and walk away and everybody's happy. But when they get caught, and they do get caught, and I share these types of things in my Tax Players Club, where I show you where unscrupulous tax preparers get sentenced to prison and have fines to pay because they have done these things to these taxpayers, right? So then why, if the taxpayer did something wrong, if the tax preparer did something wrong, why does the taxpayer get in trouble? Because you signed that tax return. You signed that tax return that everything was true, that everything was correct. That's what you said, okay? That is why, and under the penalty of perjury, that is why you as the taxpayer get in trouble too. Now, the question came up, do I need to sign my tax returns? Yes, you do. Because if you send a tax return into the IRS that is unsigned, then as far as the IRS is concerned, you have not filed your taxes, okay? That missing signature does not say, okay, here I filed my taxes and no, I don't know if everything in it is correct. No, that is not what that does. If you don't sign that tax return and you send it to the IRS, then that means your tax return is not filed. All right. Now, Most people ask me, okay, but what about electronically? Well, if you don't electronically sign your tax return, with most tax programs, you can't send it anyway. So the only way you can send an unsigned tax return is through paper, okay? So here's what's the takeaway here. The takeaway is this: you need to know what's in your tax return, because you are declaring under penalty of perjury that everything is true and correct. So if you don't know that everything is true and correct, you need to be with that tax preparer. Okay, if someone is preparing your taxes, you need to be asking questions. If you are filing your own taxes, then yeah, everything you're saying that you filed the taxes yourself, and everything that you put in your tax return is the truth. Okay, so with most tax programs, they ask you specific questions. It's really a following the bouncing ball type of thing for simple tax returns, okay? They ask you the question, you answer the question, and then it gives you the response, right? So if you put false stuff in your own tax return and then you sign it when you send it in, because you have to electronically sign it, you are saying that I'm telling the truth here. So if it comes out that you're not telling the truth, then you have perjured yourself with your own tax return. This is also why, for my home business owners, you've got to be able to substantiate your expenses, because with the IRS, you are what? You are guilty until you prove yourself innocent. So this is why you've got to be able to substantiate your expenses. You've got to be able to prove that what you have said on your tax return is true. You got to be able to do that. So yes, you must sign your tax return. Not signing your tax return is the same as not filing your tax return. Electronic programs will not let you file your tax return without an electronic signature. And you've got to know what's in there. Now, if you have a tax preparer that will not sign your tax return, that is a red flag, okay? Because when you have a professional tax preparer who prepares your taxes, you must sign, and they must also sign your tax return. If they don't want to sign your tax return, that is a red flag. You should not pay them to prepare your taxes, and you need to go to someone else, okay? So that is the scoop on signing your tax returns. I know it seems like something that is so simple, like, of course I need to sign my tax returns. No, you need to understand exactly why you're signing your tax return and what exactly you are saying when you file your tax return. As a matter of fact, let me grab one here, and I'm going to read to you what this says, because I have a 1040 right here. Okay, so I'm going to read to you what this says. This says, under penalty of perjury, I declare that I have examined this return and accompanying schedules and statements, and to the best of my knowledge and belief, they are true, correct, and accurately list all amounts and sources of income I received during the tax year. Declaration of preparer other than taxpayer is based on all information of which the preparer has any knowledge. Okay, that is the statement on your tax return at the bottom when you sign it. You got to read it. Okay, and so that is what so that's what you're saying, guys. I mean, usually you're thinking, okay, yeah, I just go and sign this tax return, but this is what you're saying when you sign it. Okay? So listen, I really hope this helps you out and brings you to a whole new level of understanding of what signing your tax return is actually saying and committing you to. If you want to get some more stuff, hop on over in my Tax Players Club, and I share some insights to really make you more knowledgeable about what's going on with this whole tax scene. Okay, the tax game is a game, but hey, you got to know the rules in order to win. Okay, so thanks so much for tuning in. I will see you all next time. Bye.